Hello, my friends, and welcome to Youth Potential, a channel dedicated to helping young people with mental health problems. I have two books available, 102 Distraction Techniques and Self-Harm to Self-Harmony. Both of these books are only available on Amazon. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hello, my friends, it's Scott here representing Youth Potential. It's been a while, my friends. I can only apologise for that. I can only assume most of you follow me on Instagram anyway, so you're probably a little bit up to date with what's been going on. Obviously I haven't uploaded a video here for a little while because I needed to take some time off. Everyone's been really understanding, which is great, and kind of welcome back onto social media with open arms on Instagram, which is really refreshing, and it's heartwarming. At a time like this in this pandemic, I'll take any bit of good news, any kind of positive reinforcement, But prior to my break, I was getting more in the way of negative comments across my social media platforms, like here on Instagram. And obviously I know, you can't really go through life without criticism. You can't go through life without upsetting some people. You can't go through life without saying or doing something and someone doesn't agree with it. I like to stick to my guns. I stick to my guns because I like to believe that I look at everything from both sides. I try and take everyone's approach to things and their angle and their opinions, and I honestly try to be diplomatic about as many things as possible. Okay, I know, being an autistic person, sometimes it's easy for me to say something when I know, when I think I know what I'm saying, but I'll say it and it comes across as something completely different. I don't know if you've experienced that, but from what I understand, it's quite common in autistic people because of just the way our brains are wired. We may see X, you may see Y, for example. And that translates over to actually speaking. Like, I'll say something, I know what I mean, and because I know what I mean up here, I think that whatever I'm saying, the person I'm speaking to is also going to know what I'm thinking up here, when obviously that's not realistic at all. And someone commented on my Why I Don't Aim for Recovery video recently, and I looked at what they said and I thought, you know what, okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Like, the way that I've delivered that message, maybe the terminology I've used may paint one picture, but I want it to paint another picture. And just so that we're absolutely clear, Why I Don't Aim for Recovery is not me giving up. It is not about just accepting failure. Okay, that's not what it's about at all. It's about learning what's right for you, learning your limitations, learning when you can push through the comfort zone, and it's about adapting more than anything else. And that's why I don't aim for recovery. I aim to understand as much as I can about my psychological conditions and learn how to harness them in the best way possible to be able to live as comfortably as possible and predominantly get what I want out of life, because I think that's a basic desire, that we all kind of want what we want, and as I've said several times before on live streams and previous videos, recovery is not going from A to B. It's an abstract concept that is hard to comprehend. Holding an actual image of what recovery looks like is difficult. And so often we're missold on this idea that recovery means always being happy. And that's not realistic either. But once again, that is not me saying, oh, well, you should just give up then, because, unless you can't be happy all the time, what's the point in living? We're human. We have emotions. Life is full of polar opposites, okay? And it's these polar opposites that create that balance that we need to kind of harness within our emotions. Does that make sense? Right. I'm happy and content with who I am. I know I struggle from time to time. I know what triggers me. I know what doesn't trigger me. I know when it's sensible for me to come out my comfort zone. I know when it's sensible for me to say stop and just, you know, let's think about this, or let's come back to this later. All right? Being autistic, like, for me and what I've learned about it since getting my diagnosis, like, I find it very easy to break things down and look at small details. But sometimes I forget the bigger picture. But with these small details, I like to bring them into my videos and my live streams and my work, and just kind of break it down for people so they can have a better understanding. And that's exactly what I try to do in my videos. Another thing to do with the channel, obviously, you guys, you've probably seen, the first video you probably saw on this channel was my suicide story video. One regular comment that keeps coming up is about the sound. At the time, you know, I was pretty new to like picture and sound quality. I mean, I'm not even great now. I don't have much money, so I'm working on a shoestring budget here. So you'll have to forgive me. I'm just making do with my iPhone and my Apple headphones. I don't have much of a budget, mostly because my money goes on Pokemon. But no, in all seriousness, like, I've been doing this shit for 7 years, and like, just like, I don't really get paid anything from this channel, honestly. I haven't even earned $100 since I was monetized, because it's just the way it is. That's just their policies. Like, you can't discuss certain things without it being flagged up and demonetized. Okay, I think I'm being called for my dinner now, if you could hear my name being shouted. But the point I'm bringing this video up is because, the suicide video one, is because there's so much on there that I don't reply. As a rule, I don't reply to any comments on there, but I do read them. I probably shouldn't sometimes, but I just do, you know, out of the fact that someone's taken the time to watch my video, that I feel like I owe it to them to at least read and acknowledge their comment. But I don't reply to them because I can't afford to let myself get emotionally involved. I took a break recently because all of this negativity, sometimes I can protect myself from it, and sometimes I can't. And sometimes I forget that I have to stop. Not because I'm failing, but because my body needs a rest and my mind needs a rest. I've been on furlough for several months now, so haven't been to work for a long time. So I can't give you the excuse that I'm tired all the time, but having all this free time and not much to do other than look on social media, you know, video call friends and family, there's not a lot I could do. And I was pushing myself so far and obsessing over youth potential, because, you know, I had all this time, the first time ever I had all this time in the world that I can just work on youth potential. I kind of pushed myself a little bit too far. I'm being called again. I was pushing myself too far, and yeah, it wasn't healthy. So what I'm trying to say is, guys, I'm not a machine. I have feelings too, all right? I haven't overcome all my problems. That's not who I am. That's not what this channel's about. It's not the message that I stand for, okay? So please, treat me with a little bit of respect, all right? I don't get it right all the time, but I am trying. I do this because it's important to me and I want to help people. And also, remember, please take a break, guys. Take a social media break, for one thing. Seriously, most of the noise in my life comes out of social media. I'm sure it's not that much different for you. Just switch off for a week. See what it does. It's brilliant. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Speak to you soon.